everybody, it's Dan here. This video is not going to be anything playing wise, but it's more drum innovation wise. One of the things that I get asked about often, personally, is why my kit is so efficient. And it really has to do with my hardware selection and what I've actually done to modify some of my hardware to make it more efficient for myself. I actually made my own custom side wing extensions for my Pearl Icon rack. I actually acquired one just regular crossbar, just a regular curved rack bar, but it had broken end clamps on both sides, and there was no use for it anymore. So I took it, and I like taking things and making them actually useful and not just something that's going to end up in a landfill, essentially. So what I did was I took that and I actually cut the bar in half. So this is about half the length of one of those. And like I said, the end clamps were actually broken. So what I did was I special ordered some parts from Pearl. They helped me out and got me going with the parts needed. So I'm just going to list these off for you here. Actually wrote them down so I didn't forget. The end clamps themselves are actually the DC-424A. It's the entire end clamp assembly. And then you can also get a pair of these end caps. They are the NP-162. It's just a black plastic end cap, as you can see. The cool thing about Pearl is that all of their support is on their website. You can go in and find basically specifications of every single piece of hardware that they carry. So you can get all the model numbers and everything, even down to the smallest little part. It's pretty awesome. So what I did was I ordered all the parts, and the first thing to note when you're going to replace these is that it's very difficult. It's going to take a lot of strength, and you're going to spend a lot of time on it. You have to, there's a small screw right here, like a little set screw with a Phillips head. All you have to do is take that out first, and then these guys are just kind of, just compression fitted in. What you have to do is you essentially have to take, I used like a thick block of wood, like just a cheap 2x4 just block, and I wedged it right here where kind of the clamp meets the actual rack bar itself. And I used a rubber mallet, and I just kind of held it down onto the floor with my legs and just pounded it until the thing came out. And it took a lot of work, but I did it. I had to do that for both bars, as well as it's a similar process getting the clamps back in. That's definitely the more difficult part, I would say, is getting them back into place and far enough that you can put the screw back in. The end cap's a little bit easier. What I did after I cut it down was I filed the edges down first of all, so that way it's less sharp. Using WD-40 really helps to get all these parts in and all that. But yeah, basically the same thing, just kind of use a rubber mallet and just hammer it on. There's some of the plastic is going to pop up, so you use a file when you're done with that to knock off some of the excess plastic that comes off. What this did for me was it really cleared up a lot of floor space. Before I was using just a full 3-sided icon rack. It's a lot of weight to carry around. Especially for somebody like me, I'm only playing a 5-piece kit. So what I did at one point even was I dropped it down to just like one main rack bar, and I just used a couple stands, and I still felt like I could get a little bit more efficient. So I made these side wing extensions, thanks to Pearl for making really good hardware. Yeah, so that's what I do to make my kit that much more efficient. And like I said, I get asked about it a lot, so I wanted to make this video so that other people could reference it and hopefully take some of these ideas and run with them. If you have any questions, please contact me anytime. Be more than happy to explain anything to you. But yeah, that's exactly what I do. If you like this and you like any of my other videos on my YouTube channel here, I'd really highly recommend that you subscribe and keep up on what I'm doing. And I'll post more videos like this in the future. But for now, let me know if you have any other questions about this, and I will be more than happy to answer them for you. Thanks for watching.